Good evening, sunshines. I'm back. Yes, so tonight we're going to be doing vegetable soup. And this vegetable soup is so easy and so quick. And literally, as you throw everything into the pot, let it go to town. Some simple ingredients. It does not require the tears of a unicorn. So let's go on ahead and get this party started. First of all, we're going to need our main ingredients, which are our beef, our vegetables, our broth, and our seasonings. So again, let's get this party rocking and rolling. All right, so here we go. Okay, so in this pot here, I've got 10 cups of water, and I'm going to bring that to a boil. But while that's coming to a boil, I have 4 beef bouillon cubes that I'm going to plunk down into the water. If you don't have, these come in little squares. I get these from Sam's or Kroger, local grocery store. But if all you have is the powder, then let's say a tablespoon of beef bouillon. Then I've got my beef broth. You need some kind of broth. You can use vegetable broth. You can use beef, chicken. Really doesn't matter. But this is I think it's 32 ounces. 32 ounces. So we're going to pour this on in here as well. Here we go. And shout out to my nieces Zuri and Layla. Auntie Joss loves you very much, and thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate that. So now I'm going to put my onions in. I've got one medium. Let me pick this up so I can show you guys. I've got one medium yellow onion diced, and then I'll tell you about the meat. Okay. So I've got a pound of beef here. You do not need expensive beef to make vegetable soup. You got leftover steak, great. If you've got chip steak, which is what I've got here, dice it up, dump it in there. Same deal, as long as it's tender and it gives it a good flavor, you're good to go. You can even use chicken instead in this recipe if you prefer. If you don't like a lot of people don't like red meat, or they're trying to watch their red meat intake. But honestly, there's not enough in here to be alarmed about when you see how much comes out per serving. So we're going to bring this to a boil. I'm not going to put my seasonings in yet. We're going to do that momentarily. First, I'm going to get my vegetables chopped. So once I'm going to include you guys in the process, and then we'll come back to this here. Okay, so now we're going to put in a can of diced tomatoes. Give that a quick stir. And now we're going to we're actually going to chop some more vegetables for this vegetable soup. All right, next up, since I'm trying to watch my carbs. So normally, here's where I would put corn, and I would dice up potatoes and put it in there. Vegetable soup is one of those kinds of things you make it with whatever your favorite vegetables are. So if you like it with beans, make it with beans. If you like it with, you know, corn and sweet potato, whatever you want to put in it, you put in it. But I'm going to use this zucchini, a small zucchini, because number one, if I don't use it, it's going to go bad. So, because I've had enough zucchini this week in the way that, you know, sauteed zucchini, I've had my fill of it this week. So, I'm going to split this dude because I don't want huge hunks. Here we go. But I'm not going to put him in until kind of close to the end because zucchini cooks very fast. And he's only getting invited to the party because I'm trying to do better. You know, like I said, this is not a contract with you all. So this is cabbage. I've got about, I'm going to say about a quarter of a small head of cabbage here that I'm just going to kind of dice up and put in there. I don't want this to become cabbage soup. I just want some cabbage in it. So, these guys are going to go in a little bit later on because I don't want them to be completely disintegrated by the time the soup is completely done. So we're going to go ahead and add in our carrots and celery now into our mixture and let it go to town. All right, now it's time to get this party started. Okay, so I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of minced garlic. Using minced garlic there. I'm using onion powder. I'm going to use about a tablespoon of that. I'm going to put in some black pepper. Now I'm going to put in about a half of a tablespoon of that because I'm going to add to that later on as I taste it. And then I'm going to put in 2 bay leaves. 1 and 2. And mix this up just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put in my carrots and celery. Now, as you'll notice, I'm not putting salt in yet. So I kind of want this to all cook a little bit before I taste my broth and see how much salt it needs because bouillon is salty. And clearly I'm going to need some more salt, but I just want to be able to adequately judge how much. So we'll be back when it's time to put our salt in as well as the last few of our vegetables. Alrighty, so I've tasted our mix and now I'm going to add my salt. So I'm going to salt this to taste. It's about 3/4 of a tablespoon. If I need more, I'll add more, but that should be enough for that. And I'm also going to go ahead and put in, so I've got some peas here, a can of just regular small peas. Giving that a quick stir. Now I'm going to put my cabbage in. And get that down in there. And like I said, if you'd rather use potatoes and corn, because normally instead of zucchini and cabbage I would use corn and potatoes, but like I said, this batch I'm trying to do right because I kind of want to stay in line with, you know, what I'm trying to do as far as keeping it low carb. Guys, I think our soup is ready. Here we go. Yum. I'm back. All right, I got my dinner ready. I got my soup. Do you see this? It's really good. See this? Yeah. And then tonight is our beverage. I've got hibiscus tea. I got these off of Amazon. You just boil some of the flowers. And let it steep like you would tea. And then you filter out the flower. You know, you have like a little sifting thing or whatever to sift out the flowers. Or if you have a diffuser, little tea diffuser ball, that works just as well too. You know, I'm not fancy like that. Just saying. So anywho, we're going to give this a go. And I'm going to pull this a little bit closer to me, so my boobs are not wearing it. This is a very inexpensive meal to make. I used a very cheap cut of beef in this, like chip steak or something. I think it's like $4 a pound, something crazy like that. Got it on sale. Figure I will put it into fajitas, and pulled it out like, you know what? I'm gonna dice that up and stick that in some vegetable soup. And it's the bomb. So hopefully this will all act as a diuretic for tomorrow too. So you know you got a win-win. And I'm going to say this, to be fair, I don't usually make my vegetable soup like this because, you know, I like carbs, but this actually turned out to be delicious. So I'll show you guys in another recipe how to do the regular vegetable soup, but honestly, it's the exact same thing. You just add potatoes, and you can leave out the cabbage if you want to. I just put it in there, kind of bulk it up. And I usually put corn in. So I know a lot of people, and there's not a whole lot of meat in this too, let me say that. I used to use only stew beef in my vegetable soup, and you can certainly use that. But I have found that I can't tell the difference in the meats. Once they're diced up fine like that, they get tender. And that's it. The tea is really good. So if you're wondering what hibiscus tea tastes like, it tastes like regular tea with lemon already in it. It's really good. Really, really good. Yep. I said I'm going to try to create a mixed drink recipe with it because it is delicious. As you can see where I'm at, it's already sweater weather. And so I really wanted something like a comfort food. Okay, and if I'm completely truthful, I would have made some cornbread to go along with this too. But I didn't, because I made good. Again, let me reiterate, this is not a contract that I will continue this, because I fall off the wagon a lot. This is some really good soup, though. I have to say, kind of outdid myself. Oh well, here we go. And if you don't have, okay, to make this even quicker for you, use frozen veg. You can use frozen vegetables too. I like fresh vegetables. Honestly, if you're pressed for time, oh, here's one. Oh, gotta make a wish. I got the bay leaf. But if you're pressed for time and you just want to throw some stuff into the pot and keep it moving while you get a, you know, wind down in the evening or whatever, frozen vegetables work just as well. But like I said, wait to salt it for probably about, let the meat boil for at least, I'm going to say 20-25 minutes before you add the salt. It gives the bouillon a chance to dissipate in the water. And you can kind of see what you're working with. And mine is a little bit spicy from the black pepper. So, where I said about a teaspoon of black pepper, if you want to pepper it at the table or put in half of it, that's up to you. And you don't have to put in the salt that I put in. But I just feel like if I'm giving up my potatoes and my corn, that I want to be able to taste my seasoning. I'm just saying. This hibiscus tea is really good. It's something different. I was so hungry I forgot to do a thumbnail. A little bit spicy. This is also one of those meals, if you're not feeling well, this is great to have on hand. And I think I'll do a video on how to do just a base that you can make up ahead of time and freeze. My mom used to do that all the time. And because this is like all vegetables and very little meat, have fun with it. You can have another bowl if you want to. So, yup. Yup, yup. This broth is the bomb. This will probably be my thumbnail. Me slurping the broth. That's it. Honey, this vegetable soup don't owe me nothing. Nothing. So, thank you guys again for joining me for dinner. I will see you guys on the next recipe. I will see you. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. And God bless. Peace out.